Kim Henry, volunteer coordinator on the Knoxville build. Kim, thanks for waking up this morning on this Black Friday.
Glad to be here.
Got to ask you, first of all, just kind of give everybody an overview of what your role in, as far as volunteer coordinator, what were your duties?
I worked on the front end to help recruit the volunteers and sign them up, and then during the build to coordinate their activities.
Now you had, we were talking before we went on here, you had like 4,000, you had actually more than 4,000 sign up volunteer.
Right. Correct.
Coordinating that. A headache? Or was it smooth? I mean, kind of walk me through that.
I had a group of people, a group of volunteers that helped me coordinate the volunteers. So that made it a little easier to deal with.
Because you said you've done this before for nonprofits, but nothing obviously to the scale.
Right, correct. We had a website that worked relatively well to help us out with that. So.
And you had to have that balance, I guess, too. You had a lot of skilled volunteers,
yes.
And you had a lot of people like myself who maybe don't have, you know, we could just wherever you need to fill in the hole.
Yes, those were the helping hands volunteers, and that was the majority of our volunteers. And the shifts for most of those volunteer positions filled up within the first week or 10 days.
Really? So was that ever a concern, or did you know as soon as you took this role, we're going to fill these spots?
I guess initially it was a concern, but then the volunteers just came from everywhere.
Right.
It was a really, really great effort from the Knoxville community and the surrounding area.
How about for you? I know we've been talking about this all week with a lot of different people involved. I mean, Monday night's going to be a big night. Are you looking forward to this? I mean, kind of wraps this whole thing up.
I'm very excited. In the weeks leading up to the build and then during the build, I got multiple phone calls from the producers to do side projects. Oh. To pull some volunteers out and send them to different locations in the area. So I'm really excited to see what those shots turn out.
Right. No, it should be a good time. It's hard to believe. It seems like we were talking this yesterday. We were standing out in the cold. Out in January in the mud. But,
in the mud.
Time has flown. Well, Kim, thanks a lot for waking up this morning. I know you said you're actually going to work today. Not so much shopping, but doing a little bit of work. So we're going to let you do that. But we want to remind everybody the episode airs Monday. We're going to have live coverage all day. We're going to be live from the Historic Tennessee Theater for a special edition of 6 News at 5:30 on Monday. Kristen Farley, Tirsa Smith, they're going to be there. They're going to take you back to the experience and that amazing project. We're going to do it all over again. We're going to have live interviews, celebrity highlights, and some of our favorite moments for you. That's all before the 6 News viewing party Monday night. Doors open at 7:30 for the thousands of volunteers, many of which Kim had to welcome and send them off to where they needed to be. That's going to have a special episode of 6 Around Town that night, and then the 2-hour premiere of Extreme Makeover that we've all been waiting for starts at 9 p.m. right here on WATE. Again, Kim, thanks a lot for coming by. Stay with us. More of Good Morning Tennessee at 6 in a moment.
Black Friday is the single biggest sales day of the entire year, but it's not enough. Toyota's Black 10 Days on